La Morte d'Arthur, which means The Death of Arthur in French, is a famous book written by Sir Thomas Malory in the 15th century. It tells the story of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. The book is full of adventure, battles, love, and betrayal. It is one of the most important works about the legend of King Arthur, a mythical king who ruled Britain long ago. The story begins with Arthur pulling a magical sword from a stone, proving he is the rightful king. It follows his rise to power, the adventures of his knights, and the tragic events that lead to the fall of Camelot, his kingdom. The book explores themes like honor, loyalty, bravery, and the consequences of human weakness. Now let's start the story. A boy named Arthur lived in England a long time ago. He was not rich or powerful, but he had a big heart and a strong sense of right and wrong. One day, something amazing happened that changed his life forever. In a town square, there was a large stone with a sword stuck in it. A message on the stone said, "Only the true King of England can pull this sword out." Many men tried to pull the sword, but none could move it. Then, young Arthur stepped forward. He grabbed the sword and pulled it out easily. Everyone was shocked. They realized that Arthur was the rightful King of England. Arthur became king, and he built a great kingdom called Camelot. He gathered the bravest knights in the land and formed the Round Table, a group of knights who swore to protect the kingdom and do good deeds. Among these knights were Sir Lancelot, Sir Gawain, and Sir Galahad. They went on many adventures, fought evil, and helped people in need. But even though Camelot was a place of honor and bravery, trouble began to grow. Some knights made bad choices, and secrets started to spread. The biggest secret was between King Arthur's wife, Queen Guinevere, and his best knight, Sir Lancelot. They fell in love, but their love was forbidden because Guinevere was married to Arthur. This secret caused pain and anger in the kingdom. As time passed, enemies rose against Arthur. His own family turned against him. His son Mordred wanted to take the throne for himself. Mordred led an army to fight Arthur. In the final battle, Arthur and Mordred faced each other. They fought fiercely, but in the end, they both died. With Arthur gone, the kingdom of Camelot fell apart. Even though Arthur's story ended tragically, his legend lived on. People remembered him as a great king who fought for justice and tried to make the world better. His story teaches us about the importance of honor, loyalty, and doing what is right even when it is hard. Long ago, in a land far away, there was a boy named Arthur. He lived with Sir Ector, a kind knight who raised him as his own son. Arthur did not know he was special. He thought he was just an ordinary boy. One day there was a big gathering in London. A large stone had been placed in the middle of the town square. Sticking out of the stone was a sword. A message on the stone said, "Only the true King of England can pull this sword out." Many men tried to pull the sword, but no one could move it. Knights, lords, and even kings came to try, but the sword stayed stuck. Then young Arthur stepped forward. No one paid much attention to him because he was just a boy. But when Arthur grabbed the sword, it slid out easily. Everyone gasped. They realized that Arthur was the rightful King of England. At first, some people did not believe Arthur should be king. They said, "How can a boy rule a kingdom?" But others saw that Arthur was brave and wise beyond his years. With the help of a wizard named Merlin, Arthur proved himself to be a good leader. He became king and began building a great kingdom called Camelot. Arthur worked hard to make Camelot a fair and just place. He listened to his people and made sure everyone was treated equally. He wanted his kingdom to be a place where honor and kindness mattered more than wealth or power. People loved Arthur because he cared about them and always tried to do what was right. Arthur wanted his kingdom to be fair and just. He built a round table where his knights could sit as equals. The table had no head or foot, so no one knight was more important than the others. Arthur chose the bravest and noblest men to join the Round Table. These knights swore to protect the weak, fight evil, and serve the king. Among the knights were Sir Lancelot, Sir Gawain, and Sir Galahad. Sir Lancelot was the strongest and bravest knight. He went on many adventures and saved people from danger. Sir Gawain was loyal and kind. He always stood by Arthur's side. Sir Galahad was pure of heart. He searched for the Holy Grail, a magical cup said to bring eternal life. The knights traveled far and wide, helping people and fighting monsters. They faced many dangers, but they always tried to do what was right. Their stories became legends, told and retold for generations. Sir Lancelot was known as the greatest knight in the world. He fought dragons, rescued maidens, and defeated evil knights. People admired him for his strength and courage. But Sir Lancelot also had a secret. He loved Queen Guinevere, Arthur's wife. This love would cause trouble later. Sir Gawain was another famous knight. He was known for his loyalty to Arthur. Once, he fought a knight named the Green Knight in a strange game. The Green Knight challenged Gawain to strike him with an axe, but Gawain had to let the Green Knight strike him. Back a year later, Gawain accepted the challenge and showed great bravery, even when things got difficult. Sir Galahad was different from the other knights. He was pure of heart and wanted to find the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail was a magical cup that Jesus Christ used at the Last Supper. It was said to bring eternal life to those who found it. Galahad searched for many years and finally found the Grail. He was the only knight pure enough to see it. Even though Camelot was a place of honor, trouble began to grow. The biggest problem was a secret love between Queen Guinevere and Sir Lancelot. Guinevere was married to King Arthur, but she fell in love with Lancelot. Lancelot loved her too, but their love was forbidden. For a long time they kept their love a secret. But secrets have a way of coming out. When people found out about Guinevere and Lancelot, it caused anger and division in the kingdom. Some knights supported Arthur, while others sided with Lancelot. The kingdom began to weaken. Arthur was heartbroken. He loved Guinevere and trusted Lancelot, but their betrayal hurt him deeply. He did not know what to do. The once united kingdom of Camelot started to fall apart. Guinevere and Lancelot tried to fix their mistakes, but it was too late. Arthur ordered Guinevere to be punished, but Lancelot saved her. He fought Arthur's knights and took Guinevere away to safety. This made Arthur even angrier. He declared war on Lancelot. The war between Arthur and Lancelot was terrible. Many knights died and the kingdom suffered. Arthur felt torn between his love for Guinevere and his duty as king. He knew he could not forgive her, but he also did not want to lose her. In the end, Guinevere returned to Camelot, but the damage was done. The kingdom was no longer the same. While Arthur dealt with the problems in his kingdom, a new threat appeared. His own family turned against him. Arthur had a son named Mordred, but Mordred was not a good man. He wanted power and decided to take the throne for himself. Mordred gathered an army and declared war on Arthur. Arthur had no choice but to fight. He led his knights into battle against Mordred's forces. The two armies clashed in a fierce and bloody fight. In the end, Arthur and Mordred faced each other. They fought with swords, striking blow after blow. Finally, Arthur struck Mordred down, but Mordred managed to wound Arthur before he died. Both father and son fell, and with them, the kingdom of Camelot crumbled. After the battle, Arthur was taken to a magical island called Avalon. Some say he died there, while others believe he is still alive, waiting to return when England needs him most. His body was never found, and his story became a legend. Even though Arthur's story ended tragically, his legacy lived on. People remembered him as a great king who fought for justice and tried to make the world better. His knight's adventures inspired others to be brave and honorable. Through Le Morte d'Arthur, we learn important lessons. We see the value of honor, loyalty, and doing what is right. We also see how secrets and betrayal can destroy even the strongest kingdoms. Arthur's story reminds us that even the greatest leaders face challenges, but their courage and ideals can inspire others for generations to come. Arthur's story is still told today. It reminds us to be kind, work hard, and stay true to our values. Even though Camelot fell, the dream of a fair and just world lives on, and so does the legend of King Arthur.